Federal agents are trying to put a notorious East Side motorcycle gang out of business for good. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
And I'm Andrea Moorhead. Well, after prosecuting dozens of members, U.S. Marshals today took over the clubhouse of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club.
But as Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk explains, despite the Outlaws' reputation, not all of the people living around the clubhouse are happy about the seizure, and they're now wondering what's next.
For decades, anyone driving through here or living nearby had no doubt this was the headquarters of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. There was a big sign on the side of the building, privacy fences and security cameras. Intimidating to outsiders, but comforting to the people who lived here. Before turning workers loose with power saws and plywood, lawmen searched the compound for explosives and other dangers. Remaining club members apparently knew U.S. Marshals were coming and moved out days ago. Walter Bowles has lived here most of his life.
But they were, kind of police vigilante a little bit. You didn't mess around in this part of the neighborhood. But they also had their bike gang.
And federal authorities claimed a criminal enterprise. 3 years ago, 300 lawmen raided the clubhouse and members' homes. They arrested its president and more than 40 others. Federal charges included drugs, extortion, racketeering, and fraud. But in this hard-scrabble East Side neighborhood,
we're not glad they're gone. I mean, nobody really had a problem with them. They didn't really cause anything, any problems.
Ashley Knighton grew up here. So are her children. She said gang members looked out for the kids. And if anyone started causing trouble, they stepped in.
They just, hey, is there a problem? You need to take that on down the street.
U.S. Marshals say gang members still use the clubhouse occasionally on weekends or for special events. Now that it is shuttered and in the hands of the federal government, neighbors fear who will move in next.
Which means another abandoned, boarded house that'll sit in the neighborhood and cause, junkies or people walking the street to break in there and squat, because that's what happens to abandoned properties in this neighborhood.
The U.S. Marshal for Indiana's Southern District says the seizure deprives the club of a base of operations it has used for decades. There's no word yet, though, on what the federal government can do or how quickly to rid the neighborhood of this eyesore. Rich Van Wyk, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.